Hello, beautiful soul. How is it going for you right now? Life isn't always easy, right? I know what you mean. We all encounter moments that test our resilience and challenge our self-worth. Sometimes we face criticism that can sting and make us doubt ourselves. These words can echo in our minds, making us question our abilities and our value. I'm telling you the truth, I've been there myself. It's easy to let these negative words take root in our hearts and hold us back from our true potential. They can create a shadow over our dreams and aspirations. But what if we could transform these painful experiences into something positive? What if we could see criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback? What if we could actually use that bit of criticism as fuel for self-improvement and become even stronger? Imagine harnessing that energy to push ourselves beyond our limits. Before we continue, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you. The fact is, we all have the power within us to turn negativity into something beautiful. It's about finding the strength within to rise above the hurtful words. Just like that flower pushing through the concrete, we can overcome challenges and blossom into the best versions of ourselves. We can thrive even in the harshest conditions. It starts with a shift in perspective, a willingness to see criticism not as a roadblock, but as a stepping stone on our journey to becoming better. Each piece of feedback is a chance to learn and grow. Remember, you are stronger than you think. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to prove your resilience and determination. You are capable of amazing things. Your potential is limitless, and with the right mindset, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Don't let the sting of criticism dim your light. Instead, let it be the spark that ignites your passion and drives you forward. Instead, let's explore how we can use it to illuminate our path and guide us towards a brighter future. Together, we can turn every criticism into a stepping stone towards greatness. Jesus taught us to love our enemies and pray for those who persecute us. He showed us the power of forgiveness and the importance of responding to negativity with grace. When we face criticism, we can choose to react with anger and defensiveness, or we can choose a different path, one paved with understanding and compassion. Turning the other cheek doesn't mean allowing others to walk all over us. It means choosing not to let negativity control our emotions or dictate our actions. It means rising above the hurt and seeking a higher ground. Remember Jesus' words, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." Let's strive to be peacemakers in our own lives, even when faced with criticism. Let's choose love over anger, forgiveness over resentment. Not all criticism is intended to harm. Sometimes it can come from a place of genuine concern or a desire to help us improve. While it's easy to dismiss negative feedback, especially when it's delivered harshly, it's important to remember that even in the harshest critique, there might be a seed of truth we can learn from. Before we allow ourselves to become defensive or discouraged, let's take a moment to pause and really listen to what's being said. Is there any truth to the criticism? Is there something we can learn from it? Remember, growth often begins with uncomfortable truths. By being open to feedback, even when it's difficult to hear, we open ourselves up to incredible opportunities for improvement and self-discovery. Criticism can feel like a personal attack. It can make us doubt our abilities and question our worth. However, when we shift our perspective and view criticism as an opportunity for growth, we empower ourselves to transform negativity into something positive and constructive. Instead of seeing criticism as a setback, let's choose to see it as a challenge, an invitation to learn, grow, and become even better versions of ourselves. Remember, every successful person has faced their share of criticism. It's how they responded to that criticism that made all the difference. The power of humility. Humility is key to turning criticism into growth. When we approach criticism with humility, we acknowledge that we don't have all the answers and that we still have room to grow. This doesn't mean we should devalue ourselves or our accomplishments. It simply means recognizing that we are all works in progress, always learning and evolving. Humility allows us to detach from our ego and approach criticism with an open mind and a willingness to learn. It helps us see feedback not as a threat, but as a gift, an opportunity to identify areas where we can improve and become even more effective in our endeavors. Remember, humility isn't about being small. It's about making space for something bigger than ourselves to grow within us. It's about recognizing that our journey of growth is a lifelong adventure filled with valuable lessons to be learned along the way. Actionable steps for transformation. Transforming criticism into growth is an active process. It's not just about hearing what others have to say, but about truly internalizing it and using it as a catalyst for personal development. It requires us to move beyond simply acknowledging the criticism to actually taking steps to implement the feedback we've received. This means being proactive and intentional in our approach. Here are a few practical steps to help you on this journey. 1. Listen attentively. This is the foundation of transforming criticism into growth. When someone offers criticism, resist the urge to interrupt or defend yourself. It's natural to feel defensive, but try to stay open and receptive. Instead, listen carefully to what they have to say, seeking to understand their perspective fully. 2. Ask clarifying questions. This shows that you are engaged and willing to learn. If something is unclear, don't be afraid to ask for clarification. This not only helps you understand better, but also shows the other person that you value their input. This demonstrates your willingness to learn and ensures that you fully understand the feedback being given. 3. Identify areas for improvement. This step is crucial for personal growth. Once you understand the criticism, take some time to reflect on it. Think about how it applies to your current situation and what changes you can make. Identify specific areas where you can improve and develop a plan for implementing these changes. 4. Take action. This is where the real transformation happens. Don't let the feedback sit idle. It's easy to acknowledge criticism, but much harder to act on it. Take concrete steps to implement the changes you've identified. This could mean setting new goals, changing your approach, or seeking additional resources. This demonstrates your commitment to growth and your willingness to learn from your experiences. 5. Express gratitude. This is an often overlooked but important step. Thank the person for their feedback, even if it was difficult to hear. Gratitude can transform a challenging experience into a positive one. Acknowledge that their willingness to offer constructive criticism is a gift that can help you grow. This can also strengthen your relationships and build trust. Remember, turning criticism into growth is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process that requires patience and persistence. There will be times when you falter or feel discouraged. This is a natural part of the process. But with each step you take, you move closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Embrace the journey, and remember that every piece of feedback is an opportunity to grow and improve. A story of triumph from setback. Think about the story of Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors in history. He faced countless setbacks and criticisms while trying to invent the light bulb, a task that seemed impossible to many. People doubted him, ridiculed him, and even called him a failure. They couldn't see the vision he had, but Edison refused to give up. He worked tirelessly, often late into the night, driven by his passion and determination. He viewed each failed experiment not as a defeat, but as a stepping stone, a crucial part of his journey. Each failure was a learning opportunity that brought him one step closer to his goal, refining his approach and understanding. When asked about his many failed attempts, Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This quote encapsulates the power of perspective, the ability to see beyond immediate failures. This is the power of perspective. It's about seeing the glass as half full, not half empty. This is the spirit of turning criticism into growth, of using every setback as a setup for a comeback. Like Edison, we can choose to see setbacks not as roadblocks, but as detours, guiding us to new paths and opportunities. These are opportunities to learn, adapt, and emerge even stronger, more resilient, and more determined. Remember, our greatest triumphs often follow our greatest challenges. It's the struggle that makes the victory so sweet. It's in those moments of adversity that we discover our true strength and resilience, the qualities that define us and propel us forward. Seeking feedback, fueling growth. Don't be afraid to seek feedback. Ask trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues for their honest opinions and perspectives. This proactive approach demonstrates your commitment to growth and your willingness to learn from others. Remember, feedback is a gift. It provides valuable insights that we might not be able to see on our own. By actively seeking feedback, we empower ourselves to identify blind spots, address weaknesses, and continue growing in all areas of our lives. Embracing the journey of positive change. Transforming criticism into growth is a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and hope. It's about embracing challenges as opportunities for learning and using feedback as fuel to propel us forward on our path to becoming the best versions of ourselves. Remember, you are not defined by your mistakes or by the criticisms of others. You are defined by your willingness to learn, your courage to grow, and your unwavering belief in your own potential. Embrace the journey of positive change and watch in amazement as you blossom into the amazing individual you were always meant to be. Hey, take care of yourself and keep shining.